Have you ever wondered how everything began? How the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, and even you came to be? Today, we're diving into one of the most profound and timeless stories ever told, the story of creation. It's a tale of how an empty, formless world was transformed into the vibrant, beautiful planet we call home. So, find a comfortable spot, open your mind, and let's journey back to the very beginning. In the beginning, before time as we know it, there was nothing. Imagine a vast, silent emptiness. No light, no sound, no land, no sea. Just a deep, profound darkness covering everything. It was a canvas waiting for its artist, a stage waiting for its story to unfold. And then, in that perfect stillness, a voice spoke, "Let there be light." And just like that, with those four simple words, everything changed. Light burst forth, brilliant and pure, cutting through the endless darkness. It was the first sunrise the universe had ever seen. God saw this new light, and he saw that it was good. He then created a rhythm, a pulse for the new universe. He separated the light from the darkness, calling the light day and the darkness night. And so, the evening and the morning were the first day. The very first cycle of light and dark had begun, setting the stage for all that was to come. On the second day, God turned his attention to the vast, watery expanse. He spoke again, creating a great expanse to separate the waters. Imagine a dome arching over the world, a celestial ceiling. He called this expanse sky, or heaven. It pushed the waters above, forming the clouds and atmosphere, from the waters below, which would become our oceans. This act created the very air we breathe, the blue canopy we look up to every day. A space was carved out between the heavens and the deep, preparing the world for life. With the sky in place, the third day dawned. The world was still a watery globe, but God had a plan for solid ground. He commanded the waters to gather into one place, and as they receded, dry land emerged. He called the dry land earth, and the gathered waters he called seas. But a bare brown earth wasn't enough. God then spoke life into the soil itself. The land sprouted with vegetation. Lush green grass carpeted the hills. Plants of every kind began to grow, and towering trees reached for the sky, each bearing its own unique fruit and seeds. The world was no longer just rock and water. It was becoming a garden, teeming with potential. And God saw that it was good. On the fourth day, the focus shifted back to the heavens. The new world needed light and a way to mark time. So God created celestial bodies to fill the sky. He made a great light to govern the day, the sun, brilliant and powerful, and he made a lesser light to govern the night, the moon, with its gentle silvery glow. But he didn't stop there. He scattered the stars across the dark expanse, like countless diamonds on black velvet. These lights in the sky weren't just for beauty. They were to serve as signs to mark seasons, days, and years. They became the universe's clock and calendar, a celestial guide for all of creation. The fifth day brought a new kind of life, the kind that moves, swims, and flies. The waters, which had been still, were now commanded to teem with living creatures. The seas came alive with fish of every shape and size, from the smallest minnow to the great whales that swam in the deep. At the same time, the sky, which had been empty, was filled with the sound of wings. Birds of every color soared and glided through the air. God looked upon these new creatures, the first animals, and he blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." Life was not just present, it was abundant and blessed. The sixth day was the grand finale for the creation of life on earth. The land, now covered in plants, was ready for its inhabitants. God spoke, and animals of all kinds appeared. He created the livestock, the creatures that crawl upon the ground, and the wild animals, lions, elephants, sheep, tigers, insects. Every creature that walks, crawls, or roams the earth came into being. The planet was now a bustling, vibrant ecosystem. But God's masterpiece was yet to come. As the crown of all his creation, God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness." So he formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into him the breath of life. Then he created woman to be his partner. Unlike the animals, humans were made in the very image of God, given reason, spirit, and free will. God blessed them and gave them a special role. He told them, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground." Humanity was entrusted with the care of this magnificent new world. And then came the seventh day. After 6 days of miraculous creation, God looked at everything he had made. He saw the light, the sky, the earth, the seas, the sun, the moon, the stars, the plants, the fish, the birds, the animals, and humanity. And behold, it was not just good. It was very good. Everything was in perfect harmony. And so, on the seventh day, God rested from all his work. He blessed this day and made it holy, a day of peace, reflection, and rest. This ancient story of creation isn't just about how the world was made. It's a story filled with purpose, order, and beauty. It speaks of a universe that was not an accident, but a deliberate, loving act. Every part of it, from the smallest seed to the vastest galaxy, was crafted with intention. It reminds us of our own special place within this grand design, not just as inhabitants, but as caretakers, entrusted with the profound responsibility of looking after this beautiful world. Thank you for joining me on this journey back to the beginning. I hope this story inspires you to look at the world around you with a little more wonder and appreciation. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that shape our world. We'll see you in the next one.